Hi everyone, and welcome to today. Sorry I'm late. I was eating food. Listen, I'm gonna tell you about the dangers of melatonin. See, the thing is that I have a very poor sleep schedule because I have a ton of things I need to do during the day. I need to extend my available energy, and I often don't get a good moment to take a nap. I also, would prefer naps to be like 2 hours, but that also messes things up. So the only option that I have is to take melatonin at night. Well, it's not the only option. It's some nights I have to. Last night was one of those nights, and boy, oh boy, does it knock you out. I think I'm still tired, but I can't tell. But I will say that was the best sleep that I've had in a very long time. Um, Welcome to today's stream. Did you know that the Minecraft movie leaked online without any of the graphics done? So this is all. It's like a beta cut of the movie. So you have like I don't even know what these are. There's actually a clip that I can show you, but I can't show too much of it. Otherwise, the Minecraft lawyers will come after me. So we'll just watch a very small snippet of it. Okay, very small snippet. It's from people on Blue Sky. Very small snippet, just so you can see the pandas. Okay, just so you can see the pandas. God, Jesus Christ, it's so loud. So you have this like awful. It's not awful, but you can tell it's very incomplete, and it's funny to think that this cut of the movie released because this is probably the most accurate version of Minecraft as a movie that there could be. If you look at the Minecraft movie now, I've seen various clips of it. Because I don't have I'm not gonna go watch it. It looks real. It looks way too real. Even the trailer made it look just kind of weird. People say it's good. But people always say kids' movies are good. Like kids' movies in general are always just kind of good. It's hard to make a bad kids' movie. And if you make a bad kids' movie, then it's an awful movie, and like nobody ever even talks about it, right? But if it's not the worst kid movie you've ever seen, it's at least at a baseline good enough and enjoyable. Because whatever a kid enjoys, you're probably going to like too. Sans stuff like I don't know, Finger Family and stuff like that. But yeah, just wanted to show that for a bit because today is a very fairly packed day. It depends entirely on whatever the results of what we're playing is going to be like. We're gonna try some Path of Exile 2 today. There's a new patch for it. I've heard bad things. I tried it a little bit last night on a witch just to see how different it feels because that's the one character that I have the most relative knowledge of. And yeah, it definitely feels slower. It feels a lot slower. As soon as the game starts, you're like, this is a very different game all of a sudden. And I said before when reading the patch notes that it seemed like they were going the wrong way. So maybe I was right and maybe it's not that good. But we'll see how it goes. After that, because I have a feeling the Path of Exile 2 game will probably just flop entirely, we'll move on to Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. Because that game is actually very good. And very soon... well, it has a co-op mod now, but very soon I think we're going to see like a resurgence of custom content for it, and it's a fascinating story that no one really knows about. So I figured we should probably try it out and see how it's going. Hello, chat. Also, for those of you who are playing Path of Exile 2, I'm sorry. Don't leave the existing guild. Can you invite my character into that guild? Unless the guild's gone for you too, because guess what happened? I connected my account to Steam. So what happened was that it destroyed my old account, which existed, but at the same time, it's the same email, and so I thought it would be the same account. And it took all of my coins away. So all of my coins are gone. All of my store coins are gone. I have no more store coins from the pre-order. On top of that, the guild doesn't exist anymore from my end. So if you're in the guild, please let me know. You weren't impressed enough from PoE 2, so you didn't bother installing it. Good choice, because when we were reading the patch notes, it didn't seem good. So yeah, I don't blame you for it. And in fact, probably, again, that's why today's schedule has something after PoE 2. I think the first time that PoE 2 dropped, it was new, right? So it was new, it was fresh, it was fun. It was interesting to want to play the entire time. And that's why it was so easy to keep going forward from it. But now that you go through it once, and it's like you have to go through the campaign again, but it's also slower as a player because they nerf players and they didn't really touch the monsters at all. It sort of makes you go, well, I don't really want to do it again. And for seasonal content, that you do over and over and over, that's pretty bad. I would have preferred if they had a way to skip the campaign once you do it once at all. I just think that's the better option. Maybe just so if you want to do the campaign, you can. But I always think that whenever a game forces you to go through a campaign, it's not that fun. They did make monsters have 25% less HP. Yeah, but it's like killing them. I guess it's like it's weird because like when you look at the various mechanical changes to skills, a lot of them, for instance, got their damage nerfed or they get harder to use, right? So the enemies have less HP, but it's also harder for you to like kill them. I wonder how much of a difference that actually makes in terms of like maybe it's the same net sort of time to kill. But then on the other hand, too, it's like they didn't. As far as I know, skimming it, they didn't change anything about how monsters would behave towards you. Like it's still the same fundamental game, and so it's like, sure they have less HP, but you do less damage, and you have to still stand there to do like various moves. For instance, the Hammer of Gods change was very baffling, and so it's like, well, you know, they have less HP, but they still kill you in the same amount of time. Does it really matter? I'm not really sure. Especially with the new parry move. Last night, again, on the Witch, I did try the parry. It's awful. I don't... It just doesn't work. You're stuck in the animation forever. There's no iframe sort of follow-up like you would have in Elden Ring. When you parry something, you parry the one monster, and then every other monster hits you, and you're dead. I was like, I don't know how you're supposed to make parry work. So hopefully today with the Huntress, or the Amazon person, hopefully today with the sort of Diablo 2 Amazon class, they have a follow-up parry move because it's right now it's awful. It's actually genuinely awful. So it's like even if the monsters have less HP, they still do the same thing to you. And it's like the parry is a great example of that, where you take 0 damage, but you're still dying because there's too many of them and they do too much damage. So I don't know. It's probably gonna flop for me. Kind of sad because I thought maybe they would understand, and I was hoping that maybe they would touch on sort of monster scaling and stuff like that. But you know, if they only deal with like their HP, but they don't deal with the behaviors of the monsters, I don't think it's going to work. Because it's really about how the monsters themselves, like how do the monsters play like? How does it feel like to play against them? How does it feel like to play against hordes of them? And it's not like it's a problem that's unique to the game too. It's like if they're going for a more hardcore experience, Souls games have this problem where if there's too many enemies, it gets really hard for you to survive because the game is built around a 1v1 experience. So I don't know. Just fascinating to sort of see how it's going and to see sort of what we have to do to make it fun. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that snippet of the Minecraft movie, as well as the whatchamacallit. I actually have a single game to show you before we move on to the music playlist for today. Got a fair number of songs today. I figured I'd just do this all instead of one thing because I don't know if it's worth it to cut out on its own thing. But Discord's been bothering me this entire time to play this game. So apparently Discord has a game that you can play, and it's weird because it's like it's a part of the April Fool's thing. I don't really know what this is. I just wanted to check this out really quickly, but I want you to know you can actually play this yourself if you just go and you check out your Discord settings. Yes, it's in your settings. And you can play Touch Grass. And you can buy things like sunflowers and music. And it's funny because I think every single company's April Fool's thing sucks. I don't think there's ever been a corporate April Fool's that has made me go, ah ha 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 ha. Every corporate April Fool's to me always strikes me as I don't know if they understand the point of a joke. Because for a lot of these companies and for Discord, right? The point of their April Fools is to make you be like, oh wow, they're making a cool little game and haha, use Discord today and get a free discount on your Nitro if you beat it. You know what I mean? Like it just feels so weirdly dead inside. Which is sad because you would think that, you know, maybe a little whimsy and joy in people's lives would make it better. But every single time a corporation gets in on some stupid, you know, joke, I always think to myself, yeah, this is pretty bad. Why are the weeds? Let me stop the weeds. How is the weeds? Hey, stop that. And he's asleep or something. I guess I can just click him and wake him up. What does he do? This is the worst game I've ever played. You know what? That's a good enough showing of what this game is. You know what? And I expected nothing less from a corporate sort of buy-in title, like a holiday title. Better than Snow Job 7, if you ask me. Listen here, you little shit. Okay, look. Snow Job will be done at some point. I swear to God. Just not anytime soon. But hey, you know what? I am changing tact because if you do recognize the percentage in my title of today's stream, that's the state of the market in the past 5 days. So let's say it's kind of hard to find any opportunities while the market is going very poorly. especially in Canada, where there's a lot of interconnection with the American economy, but also a lot of the companies that hire in my particular field of tech in Canada are American. Like basically every single opportunity that I've been talking about and sort of like talking with them with and going through the process of, they've all frozen me at this point. So it's like, yeah, I kind of figure it's probably time to cool it off and do my own thing for a bit. Just round it up to 40% so you don't have to update it every day. Very true. But thankfully, I only care about it for today. Otherwise, I won't ever update it ever again. We are free from checking the numbers because it's a bit like your bank account or something, or it's a bit like your stocks. Like if you check it every day, you're gonna go a little bit insane, and you don't really want to do that. What you want to do is you want to set it and forget it. So much so that you forget the password to your crypto account, and then you lose all your money, and then there's like no ways to get it back, and then you're in dire straits. Yeah, but at least until then, you're peaceful, and you're at and you're like okay, and like there's nothing that can hurt you yet. Not even 1337. Yeah, I am sad that it wasn't 1337, but I checked up the symbology of the number 1334, and it is the first link is about about it being an angel number from astrology.com. Apparently, astrology has like an official website. 1334 holds a powerful message of manifestation and the hard work paying off. That's a little ironic if you ask me. I have songs for you today. The song for today is, in fact, the entire playlist is Vietnamese, as usual. But I really like these songs. This song that we're starting off with is actually interesting. It's by a person who I look at and I would have expected them to rap, but they're actually a very, very interesting singer. And I really like the way that they make their song. But it's like when you see him, it's a bit like Machine Gun Kelly doing whatever he's doing right now with a bit of the rock song style, right? It's a song called Bad Bye by this artist called Ween or Wian. I don't really know why. I don't know about these names, man. Artist names, there's something funny about it. Like it's like Obito from Naruto. You have like Master G or something, or like Master D. There's a lot of very interesting names from these artists, and I think it's all sort of like you're free to choose your artist name. But I'm reminded of the overlap between artist name and Twitch streamer names. And I want you to realize this, okay? A VTuber has no less cringe a name than a music artist. They're actually both just as cringy because most people cannot make up a cool sounding name, okay? And most people are not born with a cool sounding name, all right? And so when you look at a VTuber name and you say, wow, that seems kind of cringe. I can't believe they would name themselves that. Realize that your favorite artist probably has the exact same type of naming. Like I can think of a handful of artists that have just a name that doesn't really make sense. But the key is the content that they make. Not everybody can be sticky. I've tried so hard to move away from that name, and I've never been able to get away from it. So maybe I just go back. You know what I mean? Maybe I just go back and I'd be sticky. Or maybe we just keep it as inside lore. It's like, okay, if you know, then you know. If you don't know, then you don't know. If you were here from day one, then you knew. If you weren't here from day one, it just sounds like everyone's... it just sounds like you're all gooneries. Toes, who knows? Yeah, you know what? I like that. We'll keep it as an inside thing, okay? If you were here from day one, then you know. But to everyone else, you just seem like a gooner when you type stay sticky. But yeah, please enjoy this song. I think hopefully I can reinvent my image at some point. Worst case, I just like dox myself and that's it. Like then I'm covered, right? And then you can't say stay sticky because then I'll like be like, oh, you're like harassing me or something, okay? One day I'll be free. Please enjoy the song. I think you'll really like it. It's a fairly long song. Well, it's a fairly short song, 3 minutes. But just pay attention to it because it's got a very interesting flow to it. It's also very, very reminiscent of like very, very old school, whatchamacallit? I guess like that era of like slow rock romance, if that makes sense. Blipped Kleberg for the Germanification segment. Blipped Kleberg. Wait, actually, I can do both as the tags. So I'll do Blipped Kleberg as a tag, and then I'll do Stay Sticky as a tag. Oh, perfect. So now if you look at my tags, I have I have Stay Sticky, Oil Up, and Blipped Kriebig. Yeah, that's a good way to move into the song. Please enjoy. You're not gonna double check the translation of that? No. You listen. You know what? I'll even put Vixen. I'll even put Vixen. 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 What's the German word for expert? German word. Translate. English to German. I need the word for expert. Expert. German. Expert. It's just expert with an E. Okay. Vixen expert. Okay. I'm a Vixen expert. I'm blipped. Kleberg. I'm Stay Sticky and I'm Oil Up. Perfect. Wonderful. Wonderful. Oh, thank God. This song doesn't do the very long fader thing. That song's very interesting. One, it has a very interesting vibe that it's very reminiscent of like that slow rock romance indie era of music. Like it feels like a very 2010s type of song. But two, the song also has I usually hate songs that try to do different languages at the same time. Not because it's like a bad thing, but because it's almost always a terrible result. Like how many people are truly fluent in two different languages, and then how many of those people are actually good at making music? Maybe like one or two. Okay, like it's very hard to find. Okay, so when you hear him speak English, like usually I would be like, oh boy, here we go, it's something cringy. It's not the worst thing that he said, and his accent was very strong, and so it was a little funny with his accents, but only because he sounds like my family when they try to speak English. Yeah. But otherwise, it's actually a very solid song. It's also very, very interesting the way that he basically forgoes a lot of the normal rules of the language, where it's like 95% of K-pop. Yeah, it's my most hated trend in K-pop. I'm gonna talk about that just as that's okay. But that song is interesting because when he's doing the Vietnamese, sort of like the core or the melody portions of the chorus, I don't know what to call it, but when he's saying the words, he basically forgoes all of the accents, and yet it still flows well with the song, and you still get a lot of the same meaning. Like, I'm starting to realize that you can do a lot even with a tonal language if you're just willing to force your listener to try to figure it out, and it gets a little harder to listen to. Even for somebody who like knows the accents and can actually listen to it, it is surprisingly hard to understand how to make sense of what you're hearing, and sort of what the word it's supposed to be. But in the context, it's like once you hear the whole sentence, you can sort of like backtrack and go, "Oh, that's what it means." So, about the K-pop thing, I find the K-pop thing hilarious. Right? It's not just the fact that it's like English in K-pop; it's the fact that like K-pop stars come from anywhere. Like Lala Lisa, she's Thai. Okay, so you have a Thai person who's who's singing in Korean, who then has to speak English on the song. And I'm why do they do this? And the thing is, right? They can just stick with the Korean and it still sounds amazing. But it's weird how a lot of songs will just use a different language just for the sake of it like flowing well. Like that one Vietnamese song that I showed you with that one Thai word. I was like sure it flows well, but it's like I don't know if the meaning really makes sense here. Like it kind of does, but at the same time it's like was there really nothing else that you could have used? Like it's a minor nitpick, but it's just sometimes it goes well. But I'm sure if a Thai person listened to that song, they would be like, that sounds like the pronunciation sounds a bit butchered. And a lot of K-pop songs do butcher a lot of like the meaning of like English phrases. Like a lot of them just say like weird, so just almost nonsensical English phrases just to make it flow well. Thankfully, it's been getting better. I feel like a lot better. Where it used to be really, really bad. But for instance, the New Jeans song, that song, I can remember New Jeans, Superfly, I think. And then it's like, what's the lyrics for the song? There's like a weird mix of English. Here, I'll just play it and you just listen to it, okay? That song in particular actually has amazing English because it's all comprehensible. Like it's not even like an accent thing. It's just the meaning of it. The meaning makes sense within the context of the song, and it feels more like an English song that has Korean interspersed, right? So I think the newer generation of like K-pop is getting a lot better at doing like the language mixing. They're starting to realize that like if we're gonna mix language, like it can't just be a nonsensical statement just to sound cool, because it's the same as like getting a tattoo of like Chinese words. It's like it doesn't work, man. Oh man, but yeah, it's super important to get that sort of like meaning across. So when the meaning makes sense, I'm cool with it. But I remember. Okay, I remember looking at what was that? What was that old boy band? Big Bang. I remember some Big Bang songs. They'd say English, and I'd be like, "What the fuck did you just say?" Like that doesn't make sense. It's like the words make sense by themselves, combined in a sentence in the order that they go. Nothing makes sense. Now imagine German Zoomers and younger being unable to speak without having an English word in every sentence. Really? That's interesting. Actually, the selfish deed is not freedom. What is that? What? The selfish deed is not freedom. So it's funny because that reminds me of almost the way that I've heard Vietnamese is also spoken. So oh, it's from Yakuza. Okay, I don't know enough about specific Yakuza lore, but in Vietnamese, a lot of people will say me and you. So instead of saying like the word I for like Dao, Hela, Doi, Hela, stuff like that, right? Or like May, they'll say stuff like they'll just do a sentence and then they'll say me and then they'll just keep on going. So it's like a sentence about how they want to eat something or like how they feel, and then it's like Vietnamese, me, Vietnamese, you, Vietnamese. It's like what the fuck is going on? Same thing, but I can't tell what generation that is because it's been a mix of like very young, but also like not super young, and then also like a mix of like the older gen. And I don't know if it's like the Facebook, like is it the Facebook grandma generation or is it like the younger generation? It's a song. Wait, it's a song with incomprehensible lyrics. We have to. Oh, is it this song for Faith? Okay, let's just listen to this. I don't think I need to like pause the recording for this one. I can probably just listen to it because it's a video game song, right? So this is Yakuza 4 for Faith with lyrics. What? It already sounds it already sounds like a almost like a national anthem kind of deal. I'm a bit terrified given that snippet of the lyric that I've seen so far. Wow, it actually sounds really good. That's a surprisingly solid song. Damn. But it's a very anime-esque opening. And very, very national anthem vibes. What? What the fuck? Hey, look at this. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this. Thank you, Mega Lyrics, for doing this for us. What the fuck is this, man? What? What are you saying, man? There has to be a version where it's like the lyrics only, where it's like the vocals only, right? Please, somebody must have extracted the vocals only, man. Yes. Hello, chat. Welcome. Welcome to the best song I've ever heard in my life. Welcome. I don't know what I'm reading. Wow. It's so. It's such a. It doesn't make any sense. The song doesn't make any sense. Just to be straight up. Oh, man. Oh Jesus Christ! Why did you show me this? Why did you show me this? It's reminds me of him. Just listen. Just listen. It's the same vibe. It's the same vibe. I love this guy. I'm subscribed to him. I've been subscribed to him since day one on my personal channel. I'm one of the 110,000. I was there when he had no one. Just just listen. Oh, it's Smule. I can't. I don't mean to laugh at him. Listen, it's he's genuinely trying his best, and his Christmas covers are really good. Same thing though. Is this guy AI generated? No. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what Knife said. It's just a bunch of AI filters, like a ton of them. Yeah, I'm glad that someone else also recognizes Smule. Smule is an app where you go and you can do singing with random strangers. So you go in and you basically karaoke with just random strangers. You use Smule, yo. You have to on stream, live on stream. Yo, he's got a fan over running over him. You know what? That's bold. I commend you because look at this. Look. It's literally just co-op karaoke. Smule is so cool and no one uses it. Well, the problem, right, is that you see these videos and you think to yourself, "Oh, like I could sing," and then you realize that no, like most people cannot sing, right? But you see these videos and you think I could put on a show just like this because they look so cool, and then you try to put on a show just like them, and it's like it's a disaster. Okay, I tried it once and I was like I can't do this, but it is cool. I do think it is a really cool app, and yeah, it's free too, so you can just go in and you download it and you can like do a duet with anyone globally. You never use the cameras. That's the best part though, because like then you get stuff like this. Then you get stuff. Sorry, not like this. Then you get stuff like this. Chestnuts, chestnuts. Oh my God. This one. Wait, was it this one? I think it was this one. Yeah. Oh, you thought it was a subscription? No. It's a free. Yeah. Yeah. Only when you want to do solo. Yeah. But by default, you have to duet like this. So just listen. Just. And then the best part is that there's like transition videos. So yeah, you can choose when to like cut in, but like if you tap it wrong, look. So if you tap it wrong, you go in and it's too late. You have to go back out. You think they're from the Philippines? Well, I'm not gonna bother. I'm not gonna bother guessing because I don't wanna assume too much. All I know is that it is an amazing. It's an amazing. It's an amazing application, and you can find anybody to sing with, anyone. But yeah, if you wanna sing with Narf on her channel, you should actually go download this and I don't I don't actually know how you actually do like the thingamabob. I don't know if you can like choose who you go with or if it's a random queue. I guess like is there matchmaking for Smule? They took over Smule when it first came out. They're not there. Yeah, I mean Smule got very popular across pretty much all of Southeast Asia, but it also got very. It's surprisingly popular in the West too. Like I was very surprised that it got really popular within North America too. Like it's like people that I know from all parts of Southeast Asia use it. People that I know in North America use it a lot too. I was like, wow, a lot of people use this. My sister uses it, but like my sister is like a really good singer, so she'll go online and then she'll like start singing, and then people go, "What the fuck? You're a good singer," and she just does it for like fun. It's honestly her singing. It's like being matched up with Beyonce. Like it's really hard to match my sister singing because she's too good at it. It's like crazy how good she is. Let's hear it. No, that's no. My personal life is for my own life. Sorry. But yeah, go download Smule so you can go. I'm trying to find a Nook myself, but I'm pretty sure matchmaking is region locked. So unfortunately, I'll never see him. But yet, this is what most of your Smule sessions will end up being like. I love. Okay, by the way, it wasn't even his turn yet. He cut in just a smile. He cut in just a smile. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. No, you just have to go to his profile and he will have songs ready for anyone to take this. Oh, it's asynchronous. Wait, but isn't there like a live version too? I swear there's one where you do where you do it live as well, no? Because that's the only one that I've seen done. Granted, I also barely know like how to use it. I think I've used it like maybe twice after seeing my brother use it. So live can't sync. Oh, that sucks. You only knew asynchronous. Well, that sucks then. Well, you might as well just do like live karaoke. Like you just go, oh, have this one day we all just go do karaoke in VR chat or something, right? Surely that's so fun. Does VR chat have like a voice delay? Probably, right? I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. But there has to be a real time. How do voice actors do it? I know voice actors use Adobe Audition or something, and it does some syncing thing. There are karaoke worlds in VR chat. Really? Wow, that's actually impressive. Wait, VR chat worlds karaoke. Oh, okay. Speaking of VR chat, and people put a bunch of dev work into singing. Oh, okay. So maybe it's good then. Can I tell you guys something? I have an idea for this VR chat world where you know that scene from Final Fantasy X where Titus and Yuno do that stupid laughing thing? I was gonna do a Final Fantasy. I want to do a VR chat world that's like you do that and you try to recreate the scene as best as you can, and it scores you based on how well your laugh is matching his laugh. Because I'm pretty sure that's easy to like do, but that's my secret idea for the first thing that I want to make. Just something stupid like that. You know how well it works nowadays. Oh, you know what? A choices voice world? Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I've seen videos of that from like various streamers now, of like the choices voice game, but I don't know if I want to do it because my voice hurts, and it seems like it's specific to like a whole group of streamers that I have no connection to. So it's like it feels weird. It's like seeing a party, and then you go into the party, and it's like, hey guys, and they go, who the fuck are you? You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be that guy. So but basically that, but for the Titus laugh, specifically for this scene. Yeah, maybe we'll do karaoke someday. Who knows? We'll do Yuna Titus laugh. This. Oh, but also like tower. Was the tower version? There should be like a tower version. Titus laugh tower. No, it's like Dark Souls tower. There we go. Tower Night theme except Titus. Anyways, BRB, I have to go to the washroom, so please enjoy this while I go pee. What the hell are these recommendations? What is this? This font is horrible. Demon Souls OST. Well, who is this guy? Anyways, we're gonna move on to Path of Exile 2. Thanks for joining me on this weird, strange trip down the English language. Listen, it's fine to butcher the English language because the English language isn't a sensical language anyways, right? So there's not really, you're not really losing much. The realm is going to die. I'm going to go pee. As I sort of expected. Again, this is not me going into it with a bias against PoE 2. It's just, I recognize that game is not, just this iteration doesn't really do much for me. It's fun in the moment here and there, but for the most part, it's more annoying than it is it's more annoying than it is enjoyable to play with. I'm gonna go pee, and it's a good thing that there's a realm restart. So, again, too, as with any Path of Exile game, don't play within the first week because it's a hectic. I have a song for you all, actually. Today is a very song-heavy day because I figured all of you would like songs. Because when I pee, I can't. So I tried to bring the microphone into the washroom. The wire isn't long enough. So the next best alternative is I give you a song. I tried to bring it all the way, and then I realized too that like if I pee and then it splashes onto the microphone, it'd be kind of nasty, right? So, please do enjoy this song. It's a song that's actually by a different artist this time. The last two songs of today sort of are by this artist specifically, and then it features other artists. This one's by an artist named Maddie Who. I think that's how he says his name. This one is a song called "Ga M," which is like "I have you." Basically, it's like "I have you, babe," right? Or like "I have you, honey." "Ga M" is a bit of an interesting sort of sentence too, because like when you "ga," it means that you have something, and then when you say "M," very contextual. "M" could be like younger sibling, but like any gender. "M" could be like younger person, but who's a woman. But also it could mean like a guy too. But I've usually heard M guy versus M Rai, which is like boy versus girl. M could also be within the context of like your partner, but it's usually used from the male to the female, in sort of like a heterosexual relationship where you go like, oh, like hey babe, right? Same thing, but it's like more gender specific than hey babe, right? Way more gender specific than hey babe. Sometimes it's used humorously. I was actually a lot of my relationships have been with older women, and I would be called the M of the relationship. Yeah, it's so within all those contexts. This one specifically is about him talking to his babe and be like, "I have you." It's a very interesting song because it mixes. It's a very different style of rap, and I've heard that there's a very different styles between North and South Vietnam. And specifically, there's a feud between them for some reason. I don't really know why there's a rap feud. I don't get rap feuds. But this one in particular, it flows very, very well into the song. And it's almost a bit like spoken word in this one, where it's more, or like a very, it's a very, not spoken word. It's a style of singing where they reiterate and they say the words as part of the flow, and then they add the melody sort of sound to it to modulate it up and down. It's a very sort of fascinating and like a fun feeling soundscape, I think. So yeah, please enjoy. I think you're going to like the song a lot. It's also fairly long, and I really, really like the production work on the song. It's the sound effects and like the way that they make everything feel like it's fantastic. It sounds like almost like an old painting that you're looking at. Yeah, that song was really nice. Again, the production and the way that they sort of change the sound of the notes. I don't know how to say it, but it's like when you listen to the melody in the back, and you listen to the way it sounds, and then then you see the sorts of like the scale that it's even sung in. It feels like a warped record, but it feels so cool for what it is in the sense of like it feels like. It feels a bit like you're trying to find something that once was there, and it's starting to like the memory of it is starting to decay, which is I think fits well with sort of the meaning of the song. Fantastic song. I really like pretty much all of Matty Who's songs. He also does some interesting interviews here and there, and there's a lot of really cool content out there from his albums. He also very rarely makes music. It's like once a year drops like 4 songs. But every single one is usually fantastic. Or maybe I just don't know how to find the rest of his stuff. I don't know. But yeah, please do give it a listen. I think all of his discography is great. We're going to move on now to another game for basically the rest of the day, for the next, like, I don't know, however many hours I feel like, called Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. This one has a lot of context that I need to get ready, so just give me a moment to set things up. That's it for me, folks. Today was a shorter day because I kind of figured today would be a shorter day. Not too many things that we're doing today are going to be like crazy fun or something. You need the highs to have, or you need the lows to have the highs, right? Sometimes if you go too low for too long, it gets a little, it's like bad. But I think it's worth it to have some lows sometimes. And also, like, listen, I'm one person. It's kind of hard it's kind of hard to think of something new every single time, right? But I like doing it, and I like checking out Dark Messiah. And genuinely, that game, I forget how buggy it is, and how poor it is, but also how fun it is. I'm sad that Path of Exile 2 wasn't very good, but I'm glad that we got to try some things. There's no one that I can raid. Unfortunately, everyone raided me. I've been trying to end earlier so I can raid somebody else, but it's not working. So follow Meganay, follow Hebasaurus, follow Narf. Just follow them all. I'm going to go How's the penis portfolio doing? Pretty weak. Let's just look. Let's just look at the penis stocks here. Let's go here, and then we'll look at. Okay, before I show you this, let me just. I need to make sure that this is valid information, right? So, ooh, guys, penis isn't doing too well. It's gone limp. Yeah, it's gone pretty limp here. I'm looking at. Wait. I'm looking at penis right now. It's not doing too hot. It's ooh, some bad numbers here. Some bad percentages. Well, okay, so I crop this. There we go. Yeah, penis is not doing too hot, guys. Penis is now down 30. It's down 6% today alone. Penis. That's pretty bad. And for the last 5 days, penis has been down 13%. Quote ad. I'm doing at penis right now. I'm looking at penis right now. I'm looking at penis right now, and it's looking 13% down. But listen, 5 years ago, compared to the penis of 5 years ago, it's doing pretty hot, okay? But yeah, penis is going limp. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good day, everyone. Have a good night. I'll see you all tomorrow. I have no fucking clue what we're gonna do tomorrow. I have some ideas, but I don't know. I'll figure it out. Enjoy your time. If you want to play those Dark Messiah mods, you should get in on them now. I'm sure somebody's gonna make a really cool campaign soon. Like, we're probably gonna see really cool custom content for it soon. It just takes time. Bye, everyone.